Limpopo, where rural communities are still calling on government to deliver sustainable water supplies. The Nelson Mandela and Kolisi foundations have donated boreholes to villages in the province, but community leaders say government needs to step up, especially given the COVID-19 pandemic. Zikona Chona has that story.
Over the past few weeks, you would have heard government speaking about the need for us to unite in the fight against the spread of the coronavirus. So the Nelson Mandela Foundation, the Kolisi Foundation, as well as the Imbumba Foundation have united and have come to several villages here in Limpopo in the Makado region and are donating food parcels as well as boreholes. Many communities here are still without water despite government's promise to bring water tankers to communities that struggle to access reliable water. And as you will have it, as we are driving through the villages, the reality is just before our eyes. I'm going to speak to the captain of the South African rugby team now. Captain, your decision to join this initiative is Freedom Day today, a very important day in our country to commemorate. But as we commemorate it, the reality around us is not so free.
Yeah, it's really tough. I think that's why the Kolisi Foundation, the Nelson Mandela Foundation, the Imbumba Foundation decided to take upon this challenge, because I think everybody deserves water. And I saw the videos on TV and we saw the people drinking too, with the livestock drinking. And I met Chief Matila before, and we knew as the three foundation that we had to do something about this. And so we gave the Chief a call and I said we're coming to do what we can. And now it's so beautiful to see other South Africans coming on board offering their services. So that's the movie.
Now the reality, Chief, as Sia has just mentioned, is that a lot of communities here are still without water. What is your call on government, given the crisis that we are facing as the world, not just as a country but as the world?
I think our call to government is that government must take our plight seriously, especially the shortage of water in rural communities. There is no prioritization at all as it is, and I think that more resources must be put into permanent and sustainable supply of water.
Now, of course, work like this requires a lot of hands, and a lot of hands they were. Mr. Mkhize Mutawung Jr., what did you feel was important for you to come out on your Freedom Day and saying, I'm giving off my service today to help the people in this community?
No, I think, well, to be honest, it's a privilege. And to be able to have freedom today was because people gave their hands and fought for me. And I think together we're stronger in that cause.
Maps, you could have rested today, but you chose to be here.
Yeah, I mean, I chose to be here because, just kind of going on what Keza was saying, is that it's a real privilege to be able to help at any given moment. It's probably one of the greatest and most fulfilling things you're able to do. But right now we're faced with an unprecedented crisis. We realize that, on a day like Freedom Day, it's even more significant that you go out there and you realize how you can lend a helping hand.
Now, community members are hoping that this kind of help will go beyond the fight against the spread of the coronavirus. Zikona Chona in Vuwani.